Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot and a former low-cost airline pilot, and in this video I want to give you a little bit of an insight into why low-cost airlines tend to park on positions without a jetway, or if there is one, still favor not to use it. Now, many of you have just put this down to simply saying that, well, it's cheaper. And that is true, but not in the way that you think. So, what is this all about? Well, look at the different parking positions we have over here. We could have parked over here on a nose-in position with the jetway at A Coruña Airport, or we can go right over here onto a self-maneuvering stand where we don't have a jetway and we don't have any other help available to us as well. So, flying a low-cost plane right now, we are going to go right onto this self-maneuvering stand. Now, what is the reason we are doing this, however? Well, it is quite simple indeed. And the main reason is that if we don't use our jetway, we can use both doors. Using both doors means passengers are able to embark and disembark a lot quicker, and that means we can do a quicker turnaround and cut the turnaround time by about half. To give you a little bit of an insight into the difference that using a jetway can make, here is a little bit of a number from my previous operator. So in my previous airline we usually did 25-minute turnarounds. However, those could only be done when you actually have no jetway. So if you don't have a jetway, you can use both exits, and that simply means that things are going to go a lot quicker. Indeed, when we had a jetway, our turnaround time was increased by default by 10 minutes, from 25 to 35 minutes. However, even 35 was still a little bit too little, and we usually caught a little bit of delay with that, because we actually needed more like 40 minutes. Now, depending on the airport in question, you are going to pay a lot of money per minute. For example, at the airport where I used to be based, we paid 150 euros per extra minute on the ground, and that is a lot of money. So if you can cut your turnaround by 15 minutes by simply using your own stairs, or by using the stairs from the airport compared to using your own stairs, or compared to using a jetway, then things are going to be simply a lot quicker. Now, talking about using your own versus using the airport stairs, let me give you a little bit of an example. We just came on block, and it always takes the ground crew a little bit of a while to put the chocks in place, to connect everything and so on. But when you actually have your own stairs with you, you can extend them straight away. So let's go ahead and extend the Airstairs, and at the same time we are going to ask for the stairs in the back to arrive. Now, getting out the Airstairs is something that you can start straight away when you are shutting down the engines. And indeed, that is what your cabin crew would do. So while the engines are still spooling down, these Airstairs are already extending, and you are already preparing for the deboarding. So once the beacon light is turned off, your doors will be opened, and you can immediately start disembarkation. Compared to that, if you have a look at the doors at the back over there, only now the steps have actually been connected. Now, my experience with that, since in the back of a plane we always needed to use the external stairs, since we only had Airstairs at the front of the airplane, my experience is that on the front, passengers could start disembarking about a minute earlier than in the back. So imagine if you did not have your Airstairs installed on the airplane. What kind of a difference would that make? Well, a lot of a difference, to be honest. And the prime reason for that is that if you save about 1 minute per turnaround, you save 150 euros per turnaround. Now, obviously the Airstair comes with quite a bit of a weight, approximately 300 kilograms, and we had a rule of thumb there that for every kilogram extra per flight hour, you need about 2.5% of that additional weight in terms of fuel. So let's say your Airstairs come in at 300 kilograms of weight, then you would need per flight hour something in about 7.5 kilograms of extra fuel. Now, a kilogram of fuel costs about €1, so roughly we end up with 10 euros cost more per hour for carrying the Airstairs, plus whatever they take as maintenance cost, but that can't be too much, especially since you don't have to do maintenance too often with it. So overall, if the plane flies for 12 hours a day, you're going to spend something like 100 euros roughly for that. So if you save just a single minute of turnaround time on that day by using Airstairs compared to using the airport steps, then you have already made a saving in terms of money. Alright, I hope this brings in a little bit of a background as to why low-costers prefer to use outside positions compared to terminal positions. Many flight simmers think that it would actually be done because terminal positions are more expensive for airlines. Well, not directly. The money you pay the airport for the handling stays round about the same, regardless if you're using buses or if you're using the jetway. However, the time you spend on the ground can be significantly reduced by using both exits, which obviously you can't do when you're using the jetway in the front, and therefore the time you spend on the ground is reduced, and that reduces the cost significantly. I do hope you took something from this video. If you did, then do let me know in the comments below. I'm very much looking forward to your comments, and if this is what you thought as well, or if you think there is different reasons involved. Thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one. Subscribe for more if you're interested and if I caught your attention. And finally, if you really love what I'm doing, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below, or to see you as a channel member, giving you exclusive early access to new videos before they're released for everyone else. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I see you all again on the next one.